Hello, NorthernLife. For those that don't know me, my name's Daniel, otherwise known as Trotty. And I've been a part of the NorthernLife community for the past year or so. I guess my journey with faith started in my early childhood. I was brought up in a Catholic community with a Catholic education. And while I learnt the idea of who God was and who Jesus was and his journey and all the knowledge behind that, I never developed a personal connection. And that's really where that journey ended for me. It was just the knowledge without that, that real intimate connection with God. Then many years went by and I was about my third year into uni. And I don't know what happened, but I came to this realization that I was just lost. And I had no idea what was going on in my life, really. I was my third year into my music degree, and I just realized that I wasn't really going anywhere. I was known as the life of the party with my friends, but that doesn't mean anything. I was basically a social alcoholic, as you would define it, where I was only friends with a lot of people was because I was fun at parties, and I didn't have any strong connections with many people, and I was lost on my own journey, and I actually had to seek out counseling for that. And through that, I started going to a couple of personal development conferences, and at one of them, they actually had a service on a Sunday morning where a couple of people got up and shared their testimonies as Christians. And I was just struck by the values that they lived by and how committed they were to their calling by God and how much of a purpose they had in their lives. And a bit of a emotional reveal to me. I realized that was what I wanted. And it was just such a surreal experience for me. A couple of weeks later, I was talking to a friend of mine, Tim Palmer, about this. And he ended up inviting me along to NorthernLife. And I guess from the moment that I walked into NorthernLife, the first thing that struck me was the tightness and the togetherness of the community. And while everyone was on separate journeys in their life, they all had a calling from God, which brought them together. And they all had such a strong sense of purpose and the values that drove their life. And it was just such a tight-knit community. And I knew from the start that I wanted to be a part of this community. I guess from my own journey as a Christian over the past year, what I've noticed is that the values and beliefs that I live by have been amplified so much. And that's shown through everyday conversations that I have with people and the purpose that I have for my life has just been amplified so much by understanding my calling from God and just developing that relationship with him. And I guess every day I now see life through a new set of lenses. It's not that life's so different for me now. It's just that all the little things that I do every day has so much more significance when I see them through the eyes as a Christian with a calling from God. And it's just made such a wonderful impact on my life.